What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And today I want to do kind of a different video for you guys. I know a lot of you are interested in real estate. This video is not going to be about surplus funds. It's not going to be about overages. So if that's what you're looking for, you may not want to watch this video. But some of you that know my story, you know that I've done some other things in real estate, right? Like obviously I've been a realtor. I had my license at one point. I personally, when I first got in the real estate game, I started out doing a strategy called wholesaling. And the whole premise is basically you find a property at a discount and then you get it under contract and you can sell that contract to an investor for a fee, or you can buy the house and then resell it to an investor for a profit. Now, whatever the spread is, that's how you make your money, right? So if I find a house for 150 and I can sell it to an investor for 175, great, I made a $25,000 profit. Or if I get a property that's worth 175, for 150, and then I can assign my contract for maybe 5,000, then cool, then I'll assign the contract. There's some other things that you can do, but I've done a few of those deals, okay? What's interesting is all of the deals that I did, they were all on market deals, meaning they were listed on the MLS with realtors. And one of the deals I did was actually a bank-owned property. But anyway, we'll talk about that. I can talk about that on another video, but what I wanted to share with you guys, for those of you that are in that space or interested in that space, I know some of you have a background in wholesaling or have a background in fix and flipping, or you're just looking to find deals and overages is maybe just another tool for you. What I wanted to do was share with you guys kind of an exciting software that I just came upon. A buddy of mine has been developing this and it's really cool. Like, it's really cool. So I wanted to share that with you guys and I hope you don't mind. So let me share my screen with you. And what this software is, it's really cool, is it basically taps in to all of the MLSs across the country. Now, they haven't gotten all of the MLSs yet, but they've got a really good network so far, some of the major metropolitan areas in the US. And for those of you that are in the space, you know that it can be a very big deal to get MLS data. Why is it a big deal? Well, if you are wholesaling or fix and flipping, you need to determine your ARV, right? Your after repair value. And what that means is, what is the property worth once you fix it up? What can you sell it for? Because if you know how much you can sell it for, then you know what price you can pay to get a good deal, right? Or you know what your spread is. That's how you make a profit when you're wholesaling and fix and flipping. You find a deal at a discount and then you resell it for a profit. That's the whole premise. So it's important to get MLS data because with single family homes, the way you determine value is through comparable sales, also known as comps. And in some places you can't get comps unless you have access to MLS data. My state is a pure example of that. So my state, Utah, is what's known as a non-disclosure state, meaning it doesn't have to be disclosed to the public records how much a property sold for. That's an issue, right? That's a problem. That's a problem because if you don't know what a property sells for or sold for, how can you determine the ARV? How can you determine what a similar property in the same neighborhood is going to sell for if you buy it? And the only way you can do that is if you have access to the MLS, because on the MLS, that will give you the sold price. So this software that my buddy has developed has basically enabled regular people like you and I, who may not be realtors, to access MLS data. So that's a really cool thing. I've already explained that that's cool because you can determine ARV. You can get access to sold comparables. Not only that, but let me show you, let's just walk through an example here. Let's click on this property. Let's see here. So I just pulled up Las Vegas, just for gee whiz. And let's see if they've got it here. Oh, there's no photos available on this one. So this isn't a good example. How about this one? Okay, so this one's got, so this is what's really cool, guys. So check this out. So here's a picture of the house. You can see right, and you may not be able to see this, but this says last sold on April 13th, 2021. And then it has the MLS number. So this was an on-market deal. It was listed with an agent. It sold on April 13th of this year, 2021. Check this out. It then sold again on July 27th of 2021. And here's a different MLS number. So let's compare the two. So here's a picture before, here's a picture after. You can see that not much was done on the outside, but it's definitely cleaner than before, right? So this is a fix and flipper. This is somebody that bought a property, made some improvements, and then sold it for a profit. Now, why is this exciting if you're a fix and flipper or wholesaler? Well, number one, it's exciting because not only can you determine ARV and create comps and determine what properties you're going to sell for, you could also use this software to find out your buyers, to find out who are the people that are buying properties and fixing them and flipping them. Because if you're a wholesaler, you need cash buyers, right? You need to be able to sell your contracts or sell your properties to investors. You could use this software to find your buyers because look here. If we scroll down here, we can get the property history. And this is kind of cool. So notice if we review back up here, it was on the market in April, right? And then it sold in July. So in April, here's the transaction. So the seller, this was probably the homeowner. Here's the people that bought it to fix and flip it. So I would take this person's name or this company, this Alpha Investment Group, Inc. I would put them on my list and I'd reach out to them and say, hey, if I get any properties under contract, would you be interested in having a look and seeing if they would be able to buy, be interested in buying any properties that I come across. And I could receive a wholesale fee for that, right? For those of you that are familiar with that. So that's kind of cool. And then here's a listing right here of when it sold, it looks like in June. Or no, yeah. List price, sold price. So that's really cool. You can find your buyers, you can determine ARV. The other thing that's really cool, if you're a fix and flipper, like you're the one actually buying the property and rehabbing it. So check this out. So we can see, before pictures, like, okay, what did this house look like before? Not terrible. I mean, obviously someone was living there. Got a cool dog right there. Nice little picture. It's not terrible condition. It's just somebody lives there, right? These pictures are kind of whatever, but this place isn't a dump. Maybe the outside, but the inside's not bad. But now look, if we go over here to the after pictures, we can see what it looked like after. Looks like they put new floor in, paint, fixtures, nice kitchen, right? Redid the kitchen, looks good. Looks really good. Nice clean space now. Redid the bathroom. So why is this important? Well, you can look and see, okay, if I'm a fix and flipper, what improvements can I make to a property to maximize the value in a specific neighborhood? Like what is selling, and what is maximizing the value? Because if you can maximize value, you can make a greater profit, right? So that's really valuable, is being able to see the before and after and be like, okay, If I buy a property in the same neighborhood and I'm a fix and flipper, I'm going to maybe use this type of floor. Maybe I'm going to use this type of paint. Maybe this is what I'll do to the bathroom, these types of fixtures, whatever. Okay. And then you can see what they bought it for versus what they sold it for. So this person, this rehabber, this fix and flipper, investor, whatever you want to call them, looks like they bought this property for $225,000. And then they sold it for $321,000. So a $96,000 difference. Now, of course, you got to subtract your repairs from that number to get your net profit, as well as realtor fees, closing costs, all that good stuff. But I mean, from start to finish, it looks like they had this property for 105 days. It was on the market for 38 days. So they took 67 to rehab it. So in less than 4 months, I mean, I don't know the repair costs on this, right? But I mean, let's just say they put 50 grand into it, or 60 grand. I don't know how much. How big's the house? It's not very big, less than 2,000 square feet. So if they sold it for 96,000, and let's say all in, you know, I'm just pulling these numbers out, guys. I don't know how much it costs them because this is not my niche, right? But let's just say their realtor fees, their repair costs, maybe they borrowed money. Let's just say it costs them, I don't know, 60,000 bucks. All right. So in less than 4 months, they made $36,000. Cool. That's great. That's awesome. So that's another thing, another valuable piece of this software. So anyway, I don't know if this is interesting to you guys, but look, here you can see the comparables in the actual neighborhood. You can get all the details on the property, schools, property, blah, 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 all the features, but really cool stuff. And so you can go here and you can see, okay, here's everything that's sold. But here's what's really cool too, is you can go up to this green button and you could click find. And these are all active properties. So these are all properties on market that may be good candidates for a fix and flip or to make offers on for a wholesale or whatever it is. You know, so this property is kind of in the same neighborhood. Right now it's listed for 264. So that's kind of cool, right? Is you can actually find on market deals. And then what you can do is you can also filter it as well. You can look for single family, multifamily, types of deals, buy and hold, fix and flips. You can set how much, you know, what percentage of ARV or whatever. So really cool stuff. All I know is when I was doing wholesaling, you know, I'd go to one place to find buyers, or I'd try to buy lists to find buyers. I'd have to try to get my comps through a realtor, or I had to pay a realtor to get me comps. It was a hassle back in the day, but this software is pretty cool. So I just want to share it with you. And if you guys are interested, there's going to be a training with the founder. If you want to attend that training, you can. It's going to be a free training. But I just figured I'd share it with you if you're interested, because I know some of you guys are involved in wholesaling, fix and flipping, and other real estate pursuits outside of overages and surplus funds. So check out the link below in order to sign up for the training. It will be recorded if you can't make it, and I'm sure we'll be able to post a recording for you. And yeah, if that's interesting to you guys, we'll see you on the training. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. Talk to you later.